Okay, in this video, we're going to take graphs and write equations based off of them. Okay, I'm going to use these steps on the right. Okay, so the first step that we are going to do is to draw in 2 points on the line. Okay, oops, I'm going to just... Okay, in this video, we're going to take graphs and write equations based off of them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is draw in 2 points on the line. Okay, and we want to make it easy on ourselves. So find points that, go through like just easily, right? So something like this point and this point. That's kind of what I see. Okay. Now the second step is we want to draw in the slope triangle. Okay, and there's 2 possible triangles that we can draw in. We can draw in like that, or we can draw in like this. So we're drawing a triangle between the points. Okay, and either one will work. Now we want to find the slope by finding the rise and the run. Right, so remember this, the y is the rise and the x is the run. Right, so we have the rise and the run. Now to find this, we need to find just kind of how much it goes up, right? So as we're going from this point to this point, notice we go up 2, and then we go right 1. Do you see that? Okay, so that's the first way we can write our slope. I'm going to kind of write over here. Our slope is going to be 2 over 1. But remember, there's an or in this situation. If we're looking at this slope triangle, we went down, right? From this point to this point, we went down 2 or minus 2, and we went left 1, so minus 1. Okay, so we can also write our slope as -2 over -1, right? And remember, both of these guys, they equal 2 over 1. Okay? Now we want to find the y-intercept. And the y-intercept is pretty straightforward. It's just going to be where this graph hits the y-axis when x is 0. Right, so it's this point right here. That's the point 0, -1. Okay, and now finally we want to write in our equation. So we write it out like this. We say y is equal to, remember it's going to take the form y equals mx plus b. Okay, or y is equal to, what's the slope? The slope we found was this, and it's probably just easiest to use 2 over 1. So we can write this as just 2x, or 2 over 1x, plus, and then here, the slope is -1, so we say plus a -1. Okay, let's go on to the next problem. Okay, so on this problem, first step, draw in 2 points on the line. On this guy, let's start with the y-intercept and then follow it down. The only place that looks really easy is like right here. Okay, now we want to draw in the slope triangle, and it does not matter which way you do this. I'm going to use this slope triangle. Right, so we're going to go right, and then we're going to go down. Okay, so how far did we go right? We went 5 right. Remember, that's a positive 5 because we're moving in the positive direction. And then we went down 1, 2. So we write that as -2. Okay, so our slope, we're going to write as -2 over 5. Remember, that's the rise over the run. Okay, and then our y-intercept is right here. Our y-intercept is basically given. It's the point 0, -3. So it's right there. Okay, so we drew in the slope triangle, find the slope, find the y-intercept. Now we write our equation. Our equation is y is equal to -2/5 x, and then -3. Okay, and that's it. Okay, let's look at a couple more. Okay, on this one, first draw in 2 points. So we have this point right here, and it looks like this point right here. Okay, so we want to draw in that slope triangle. I'm going to draw it in like this. Okay, so I'm going to go up 1, and then I'm going to go right 5. So remember, that's plus 5. Okay, so we drew in our slope triangle. We find the slope. It's rise divided by run. So we say that the slope is equal to 1 over 5. Okay, find the y-intercept. It's right here. It's 0 and negative 2. Okay, now we want to write our equation. We say that this is y is equal to 1/5 x and then minus 2. Right, because it's 2 down. Okay, a couple more here. Okay, now on this one's a vertical line, and so let's kind of look at what's going on, right? What's this point, and what's this point? Okay, well, this point right here is 1, 0, right? 1 in the x, 0 in the y. This point up here is 1, 3. You see that? So what's always staying the same, right? Look, x is always going to be 1. So that is the equation of this line. We just say that x is equal to 1. Okay, so these steps kind of don't apply other than this first one does. Can't draw a slope triangle. You can't find the slope. And then, you know, the y-intercept, you can't find that, but you can write an equation. Okay, so x is equal to 1. Let's go on to the next problem. Okay, now here we have a horizontal line. Let's pick out a couple points, like this point and then this point. Okay, this is the point 0, 1, and then this here is the point 5, 1. Okay, so notice what is not changing. X is always, or sorry, y is always 1. So that's the equation of this line. We say y is always 1. Okay, and then just 2 more examples here. Okay, now don't be freaked out by the scale here. We'll kind of deal with it. Okay, so the first thing we wanted to do is draw in 2 points. Okay, and let's use this point right here. Notice that that is the y-intercept. Okay, so let's use this point, and where's another easy point? This one right here, right? Okay. Now let's draw in our slope triangle. So let's go like this. We'll go right, and then we'll go down. Okay, so how far right did we go? But notice here, our x is labeled in 5s, right? So when we go right, we're going from 0 to 25. Do you see that? So we actually went 25. Okay, now when we go down, notice this is also labeled differently. We're going from 60 down to 40. Okay, so we go down 20 because this is labeled in 10s. Okay, so let's write out our equation. Okay, and maybe first let's write out the slope. So the slope in this situation is negative 20 over 25, right? And if we want to, we could reduce that down. This is going to be negative 4/5. Okay, so let's write our equation. Our equation is y is equal to negative 4/5 x, and then where do we start? We start at 60, so plus 60. Okay. One last problem for you. Okay, so let's not be freaked out. You know, let's go from this point down to, what do you guys think? I mean, we could go this point, but I don't know, maybe, see, it goes down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go maybe to this point here. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go left, just because, and then I'm going to go down. Okay, so how far left did I go? Notice I went from 0 to negative 10. So I went negative 10. Do you see that? Okay, and now when I went down, I went 10 to 5 to 0, negative 5, negative 10, negative 15. I went negative 20. So I went from, sorry, I'm going to go back up, right? I went from 10 down to negative 20. So I went minus 30 down. Okay, so when we write out our slope, we want to say that we went down 30 and we went left 10. Okay, notice that we can reduce this. This is equal to just positive 3. Okay, so when we write out our equation, we have y is equal to 3x, right? And then where do we start? Right here, plus 10. Okay, so that's it for this video. Good luck on the worksheet, and thanks for watching.